Okay, we are back to another stream of Elden Ring. Last time we got through a bit more dungeons and stuff, met patches, and we've gone our way down to the Weeping Peninsula. For right now, though, I wanted to get another quick quest done. Forgot where you usually find him. Out here, I think. And though, before we start that, I figured, you know what? I think we're strong enough to take this guy on. So let's face off against this guy. Ow. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh my god. Hey Dean, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I got him. Nice. All that for 3,200 runes and a halberd. Alright, anyway. Moving right along. Yeah, this way. Excuse me. There, I hear him. Caden armor.
Why won't anyone look me in the eye?
I'm
not that ugly, am I?
I learned something interesting earlier tonight. Candy corn popularized the idea of giving out candy for Halloween. Interesting.
What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bob. I was pushed out of the cave. told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me. Or, well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon. Right, but I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them, so I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore. Right, my knees.
Okay. Certainly candy was made into a seasonal treat. Like candy corn, because candy factories used to get really hot, meaning that they couldn't make candy. I keep looking at... I swear, I was trying to read that, but then I thought like I was running into one of the bandits earlier. Anyway, check this out. You look in the telescope and you see everything. Look, there's a gill. There's one of the minor trees. There's another minor tree. Several down there, actually. Dude, this game is so... Like, I don't use these telescopes often, but when you, like, really put things into perspective like this game is fucking gorgeous, man. And then there's the big old tree. This is actually really perfect. Like, no wonder some people get such good shots for, like, edits and stuff when they can use stuff like this. I like this game. Couldn't make candy in the summer. Yeah, that makes sense. If you find the hidden toad, he'll throw you one of the 3 star coins. Alright, you are. Okay, right, yeah, we go down this way. You know, it's always fascinating to me about candy is seeing how, like, candy canes and hard candy like that are made. You start out with, like, several strands of, like, really hard candy, like, melted glucose. Like, it's just pure sugar at that point. And then you add some food dye into it, and then actual flavoring to it, and you just mix it up while it's still somewhat soft, and it's like taffy. They put it on like a hook, and then they just wring it back and forth until it gets that like white color to it, which is apparently like the crystallization. And then they just stretch it and stretch it over and over again. It probably works the forearm muscles a lot, because I can only imagine it's starting to like get a lot more tense as you keep messing around with it. And part of me really, like, there's like a internal struggle where I just want to put my teeth into one like giant glob of that, but I know for a fact that the second I do that, my teeth are just being ripped right out of the roots, because that becomes concrete on your teeth instantly. They have augmented reality binoculars in Super Nintendo World. You can see paratroopers and bullet bills flying around. Nice. I am reminded of that, like, one, like, binoculars part in, like, some of the Odyssey levels where you can just look upward, look about and see the entire environment around you. I always thought that was cool.
You again? I don't want any trouble. All done? Well, be on your way then.
What up, my buddy?
It hurts. Oh. What are you doing here? You must leave this place at once. They'll rush in and beat you to a pulp. You'll end up just like me. Oh.
I'm way over leveled for this part. They make a gingerbread house as big as a garden shed every year at Walt Disney World. They put a candy shop inside the house, and you can buy and eat replicas of the house gingerbread shingles. Nice. I can't imagine that the what's it called? The house itself is edible. I can only imagine they've coated it down. So, like, you know, insects and birds don't peck at it too much. Down. Dead. They build a wood house and put gingerbread and candy onto the outside. They build it inside one of the hotels. I see, yeah. That makes sense. Look at these little monkey goblins. Bah! Look at that, we're outside. Oh wow. Far to the east, you'll find the Cathedral of Dragon Communion, a place where draconic power gathers. Interesting. I wonder what that could be for. Toidle. Back here. Largest gingerbread house ever made was in Bryan, Texas. It was 60 feet long and 30 feet wide. You could go inside the house and meet Santa. Of course, Santa would live in a gingerbread house. Yep, game, load him in. There he is.
Oh. Wait. Is that what I think it is? You got it back for me.
Just holding this blade over this poor boy's face.
Needle.
Excuse me.
What made you go and do a thing like that? My mum was a seamstress, and that sewing kit was all I had to remember her by. I always wanted to be just like sweet old mum. Then I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I? Thank you. You're very kind. I always wanted to be a seamster like my mum. Then I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I?
Heck. That side quest has now been started. I'm not late, am I? No, I just started, Musashi. Welcome to the stream. I just saved Balk and his needle from the demi-humans. So now we're going back to the Weeping Peninsula. I'm going to start here, though, because I missed a tree to get a gold seed. So now we're going to work our way through the Weeping Peninsula and then go back around Limgrave. And I think we'll start heading towards Stormvale. Either tonight or next weekend. Largest pancake ever made was in Manchester, England in 1994. It was 49 feet wide and 1 inch thick. I killed Red Wolf. A Radagon bro is spamming, died more than 10 times. So yeah, Radagon, Red Wolf's one of those ones where like either he dies instantly or you die instantly. It depends on your build, because there's a lot of... He has a lot of really spammy projectiles, and depending on where you are, he could also, like, bite your face. Did I already get this? No, I didn't. It's right here. I knew I wasn't crazy. Anyway, let's see. We got up here. Let's go around this way. A fun fact, though, about the Red Wolf. It's said that the Red Wolf might have been what the Wolf of the Forlorn in Dark Souls 3 was supposed to be, because there's some animations to it that kind of seem to have connected perfectly in it. In fact, the Wolf was supposed to use a sword like Sif does in Dark Souls 1, but instead now we have this Red Wolf who has a magic dagger that kind of comes out of nowhere. So very similar idea finally come to fruition in Elden Ring. There's a couple ideas like that, so you see throughout this game. I thought the pancake fact would be funny to mention, remembering the D&D pancake cartoon you made a little while ago. Oh yeah. That's starting to blow up on, that blew up a bit on TikTok, and then the guy who screamed in the original video thought it was funny, and we did like a collab post where, like, you know, we share a post together, but like, you know, his audience is way bigger than mine, so like that's also starting to blow up on Instagram as well. Normally I wouldn't say no to that, but because the guy, you know, it was his scream that inspired me, so it only seems fair to like make a post with him on Instagram. If it was like some random, like, you know, video with like, oh, would you like to promote your animations on our channel? We'll totally credit you. It's like, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? But yeah, that was a nice thing to see. Anyway, time to go over here. Yellow Ember. Some rats behind me. Nope, there's one, just real tiny. Use that Wind Ash of War you had. It does decent damage and does not take long to charge up, like the Blood one. Yeah, that one's really good to use, especially good against the... what's it called? Also, I love this pure red flower. Pick it up, it's an eye of yellow. Red gets a little used over time, because like there's the blood roses, the Rora fruit, now the eyes of yellow. Like, if you don't look at them right away, you would have gotten any of them mixed up together, you know? Like, I thought that was Rora fruit, but no, it's eye of yellow also. Which, you know, it's whatever. Anyway, this is the madness village. Ailing village. This is a really good projectile if you're not going to go totally into magic wielding. When I got the memory spell from Red Wolf, I was thinking if I could use another one, travel to Round Table Hold, went the place where the 2 old incantations now can use 4 incantations. Yeah. The oh yeah, the memory slots. Yeah, I like the use of memory stones in this better than past Souls games, because you would need you need to raise your attunement level, which I didn't really care for if I wanted to do magic, because I only went so high with them. Because like you're not gonna, at a certain point, you're gonna want to only like have 5 spells at a time, because if you overflow your spell count, then you're gonna, what's it called? You're gonna quickly have to go through like several layers to get that one specific spell, and it can really come to bite you in the ass. Kalu, Baptism, and that's one of my favorite spells, Flame of Frenzy. I'm gonna have to start putting points into mind also, though, if I want more magic. Thank you. May chaos take the world. May chaos take the world. Do. Bah. I was thinking of using 2 lightning incantation, 1 healing, and another one to boost my strength and vigor. That always works. I always like Stone of Garak. It's not the most powerful, but it's so satisfying just to chuck a boulder at people's heads and like, yes, good headshot. I like it a lot. Excuse me. That's a little high up. We're just gonna go here. Oh, there he goes. Usually I'm pretty quicker on grabbing the items they drop, but not that time. Altus Plateau is where like everything starts to come together. I saw two tree sentinels at the front gate. I made sure to run past them, not trying to get lit up like I did at the beginning of the game. Yeah, that's probably ideal, because those two can be really taxing to try to fight. I usually try to make them both. You can activate their movements if you just sneak up behind them. I try to like move one forward and deal with one at a time. Though keep in mind, they technically count as a pair. So if you want to beat them... Church of Pilgrimage. Who's this guy? I wonder who he could be. So if you want to keep it easy, I would say go for both of them one at a time. And then, like, be sure to beat... If you don't beat them, you'll have to fight the other one again. The mausoleum prowls, cradling the soulless demigod. O Marika, Queen Eternal, he is your unwanted child. I wonder what they could be talking about.
Spoken echoes of Queen Marika linger here as well. Shall I share them with you? In Marika's own words, then, after thy death, I will give back what I once claimed, return to the lands between, wage war, and brandish the Elden ring, grow strong in the face of death. Warriors of my lord, Lord Godfrey.
Yep, that was my phone. Sorry. I was looking at it real quick and actually fell. I can't level up, so... We'll say I won't do it tonight, but I might farm a little over here, because I like... These guys have, like, the longest curved swords. Yeah. And I don't know, I might keep up the Uchi Katana power stancing for a while, but, like, I think curved swords might actually... Power stancing them might be faster. We'll see. This is basically going to be another... Oh my god. Oh, for fuck's sake. You just both fuck off. There we go. The devs force the players to search through the map. This is the hard part about it. Most games of marks on maps that show things you can do, and with quests it helps guide you. This game is far different. Yeah, I kind of like that beauty of it, where it's like, it's very minimal with what it tells the player to do. Like, obviously, it'll give you little icons and such here and there for where you were. And what I like about this game, it's not like it's not like the term most people go to, Gilded Iron Shield, is FromSoft open world, which like after this I have a hard time playing open world games as is, because most of them are very by the numbers, versus this is very much big Dark Souls and a horse. Like, I even consider though the limit, it's still kind of limited, I think Torrent has probably some of the best movement in any like horse game, like instantly turned around just like that, where most horse gameplay has the horses be very much what's it called, like tank controls, because like if I wanted to, I would have to, I can't even demonstrate it, but like if I were to, here, this is a good example, like the horse always moves forward and doesn't do an instant turnaround like that, which I appreciate a lot more. Not to mention, I can just jump around just fine without having to worry about anything. What just died near me? Also, I always miss, there's like a catacomb around here that I always miss. And I swear it's underneath one of these arches. Not to mention, like, a game, like any other game, will have you stop and just talk to everybody and ever, and I'm just like, I would like to explore now, please. Versus Elden Ring. Elden Ring's got, like, maybe, if you put together all the cutscenes every time you talk to somebody, maybe like 10 hours worth of dialogue and non-playing. Best way I can describe it. Compared to the 100 hours of actual gameplay. So about 1/10 of the game is actually is not playing the game. And granted, you know, those extra 90 hours could also be, you know, all the times you spend playing, like fighting the same boss over and over again, but still. There's a lot more content to be said about this than a lot of open world games, in my opinion. Mikola is a boy, but bro look like a whole girl. Yeah, Mikola's one of those like classic Gwendolyn androgynistic kind of designs. Who even has like the other identity of, say, Trina. I think he gets it from his mom/father. Set up for later. Hello, want a duel? Hello, Silver Paladin. Oh, I don't usually do PvP in Soulsborns. I'm playing by myself, but thank you for the offer. Oh, there is the tower. Finally, I can return to our home, bathed in rays of gold. A little hint of what's over there. See what's over there. See, they got a little rays of sunshine in a box, eh? A little happy Gilmore, eh? Now using meta, just having fun. And it's not even about meta. I just never really cared for how PvP works in these games. Like, all of them. And everyone always says, like, Dark Souls 2 has the best PvP. I'm just like, that's great. Still don't care for Dark Souls 2 in that regard. But yeah, no, appreciate the offer. What I also like about Elden Ring, out of all games I play, this one gets me to think and plan out how to defeat a boss and read their movements mid-fight. This game's making... Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it. This game definitely challenges the player not to just like think of ways to come across it, and also one way it's one of those things that's great about it is you can play it as whatever way you want in some extents. Like if you want to do your own like honorable duel, never summoning or whatever, both, you know, players and ashes, you can do that. Or if you want to, you could cheese the hell out of certain bosses, and it's just fine, because sometimes the cheesing strat doesn't always let you instantly win. There are times where you find a cheese strat, but the boss still is powerful, so it works either way. I still get my ass handed to me, even though I do power stancing against Melania with bleed katanas. She's just that tough. It's a good game. I like it. I like it a lot. Ow, ow, ow. Hope they make a massive expansion. 8th run. This is my 7th run, but yeah, I agree. I know people... what's it called? Every so often I constantly see the same, like, you know, there's like rumors, there's these controllers that link to a 2nd anniversary, could that be part of the DLC? Or there's a new video unlisted, but it's in a box, who knows what that could mean? And I'm just like, I need FromSoft to stop messing with me and just announce it now, you know? Playing as Let Me Solo Her. Yeah, exactly. Though I'm not brave enough to not play with, like, at least basic armor. Sometimes I go into Lionel's armor with the goat talisman just to poise through it all. Also, I'm mostly wearing this hat just for the meme sake. Once I get, like, one of the cooler helmets, I'm probably gonna take it off. I already leveled up, I forgot. I should craft, because this is a poison area, I should craft some of these. I can only craft 2 of them. Well, I need to start farming more dragonfly heads. Do you watch Berserk? I have only... it's an unfortunate case, but I've only ever watched the 2016 Berserk, the 3D one. And I know for a fact, I've seen the art, I haven't read it myself, but that one always puts a sour taste in my mouth just because of how it looks, and it's just like, this could have been so much better. Because I've seen the art, I've seen some of these character designs, I'm familiar enough with the series knowing how much it influenced FromSoft's design and all that, and I'm just like, this is not being respected as much as it could be. So I've been meaning to sit down and actually read the manga myself. I have 13 of the collector's hardcovers. Nice. My brother got like 40 mangas in his room, but I think he might have taken them when he moved out. So I'm just gonna have to probably read it online somewhere. And make terrafing. I need to read the manga. I know it's bad, but someone who's in high school, I've seen worse. Damn spelling. It's fine. I think I got what you're putting down. Don't worry. I always forget which way to go around without missing anything. Ah, slime. Ow. They both ate rune arcs. I need you to stop that. Use manga decks. There were an Elden Ring anime. The main character should be a good person, dies in a war, comes back and fights many enemies and gods, but over time, all this killing makes him go crazy and becomes cocky. I could see that. I think I read manga. I think I read One Piece on manga decks. Which, let me tell you something, One Piece has been getting wild this last year with the Egghead Island. Ow. There's Elden Ring gag manga, it's good. Yeah, I've seen like bits of that. I think that could be pretty fun. I don't know, I'm very hesitant when it comes to From Software being translated into like either like entertainment or a movie or something like that, because this game doesn't really, like, it does have story, mind you, but it's not very obvious to, you know, the common viewer, and I feel like some of that might get lost in translation when it comes to certain aspects of it. I think I mentioned this last night, but I think a good way to do that would be to tell it through like visual storytelling, something like Gendy Tartakovsky, Samurai Jack, Primal, stuff like that is a good example of like how I would want this to be done. This is the most, like, we needed a boss in this area. Yeah, watch Code Geass. True, would be pretty awesome. So I'm watching One Piece almost a whole year. Finally stopped watching One Piece almost a whole year, and finishing Whole Cake Island, and also like watching this anime in dub, so I have to wait some time for more dub. Fair. I agree in like some aspect. There are some characters in One Piece I think are strongly, like, their characteristics are improved tenfold in dub. Like, I know the origin of like Frankie's whole design was based off specifically one voice actor, which they got for him, but honestly I don't agree with like how he sounds as a character. I think he sounds a bit more, funny enough, robotic by comparison to the personality that shines through Oda's art. So I think Patrick Seitz, who voices him in the dub, makes Frankie sound so much more alive by comparison, because he's so over the top and stuff, and I love hearing his voice. So I am glad though that they're not all the way through Wano, but they've been in the Onishigashi, I forget what the actual the raid. They're like towards the end of Wano now, so they're getting pretty close to what current anime One Piece is like right now, which is pretty good. Where am I gonna go next? The end of Elden Ring anime, the main character should do an evil laugh when Torrent dies, making him seem more crazy. Probably. I am of the belief that the Tarnish is probably the most unhinged player character in all of From Software. So it kind of makes sense that he, of all the characters in From Software, he would probably go the craziest. Because there's like, you go around and joining so many different, not covenants, but like so many different story moments, like the Volcano Manor, the, what's it called? You can go crazy with the Frenzy Flame at the end, stuff like that, burn it all down. You're barely a good person to begin with, compared to like other characters. Like the Hunter in Bloodborne, I think might be the purest. I don't say purest like, you know, oh, he's an innocent soul, but like he's just a man trying to survive in Yharnam compared to other Souls characters. I would say a close second to that is Wolf from Sekiro, and the only thing that really makes him only like slightly less good than the Hunter is the Shura ending, because you just, you know, you can just betray everybody and go crazy from all the bloodshed. Versus the Hunter, he doesn't, there's no, like, the bad endings, quote unquote, are you either become the host of the Hunter's stream or you die, quote unquote, and awake to the day, to the dawn. The good ending is you just become a squid. There's nothing really like malicious or evil about that compared to the Tarnished, who you can either curse everybody with the Omen Curse or burn it all down with the Chaos Flame. Met Christopher Sabat, English voice of Zoro, nice guy. That's cool. Hang on. I need you. Slow down. Sekiro prob the most fleshed out protagonist. Yeah, I would say so. Since he's not like a creepy, you know, Neo. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I need everyone to slow the fuck down. Ow. Yeah, Wolf is a lot more fleshed out by comparison to just the player character in any FromSoft game. So I would say, yeah, he's a close, like, you know, second when it comes to good like, you know, neutral good, I guess, the best way I can describe it. Ow, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Man, I went all over the place just for this one fight. Oh god. I need everyone to calm down. Hard-ass game. Yeah, no, FromSoft, or Sekiro is one of those games where it's like, I would say it's the hardest to learn, but once you master like timing and blocking and parrying, it becomes the most satisfying when it comes to the combat. I get like such a dopamine rush when I master the Mikiri counter. It's such a simple thing, but like it feels so satisfying to do. I need to stop. Get out of here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know. I was traveling all over this part just to fight the one dude on a horse. Tower of Return. We're not going to open that box. I know where it goes, but we're not going to open it right now. Actually, no. You know what? I will open it. Why not? This was the moment when I realized just how big this game is. Like, obviously we have Caleb also, but this moment it really dawned on me like, Jesus Christ! There's so much more game to play. You just see how much of the map there actually is. It's like, goddamn! Such a great moment. First run I opened the Kayla chest. Yeah, everyone opened the Kayla chest, and then you realize you weren't there anymore, and you just go outside that cavern and you just see a hellscape in front of you. I'm like, oh, it's this kind of game. I love it. I was so glad to remember that you could fast travel in this, because I was worried I would have to then like, you know, run all the way back. Okay, here, we'll just spawn here. Alright, let me just retweet this real quick. There we go. Okay. I'm still committed to trying to find the one catacomb around here. Ooh. Like a lie, Melania would look bad if she didn't have all that damn scarlet rot on her. I would say probably. The closest, I mean, like, she already has scarlet rot in her also, but Millicent is like what I would get an idea of, like, if Melania wasn't blind by scarlet rot. I already came up here, but I forgot to get these here. There you go. I always forget about how loud the guys on the... This part always annoyed me, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, that's just a healing... That was just a healing beetle, wasn't anything special. The heck, game. Oh, I'm about to die if I fall down here. Though it's definitely one of those things where it's like I see people that say like wood when it comes to Melania. I'm just like, my guy, she's a walking STD. Your brain, you will. It's like getting turbo AIDS, syphilis, cancer all at the same time. Okay, maybe it's probably on the other side somewhere. I swear, I always miss this, and I never come back to here until way later. It might be closer towards the minor Erdtree up top. I think it has a cemetery shade in it. This is one of those moments where it would really help if there was like one of those skeleton statues pointing to the direction. I think it might be over here. There it is. See, I wasn't crazy. Ah, my arm. Oh, there's my face. Oh, lo and behold, I was right. Scarlet Rot is so bad, it sucked them. Giant dog, dry paws, got their bones showing. Yep, see, there he is. He's like, hey, genius, look for me. And no, the fact that it turns... it's so funny, though, I will say, to see the giant crows and dogs that are clearly conflicted with the Scarlet Rot. Like, there's no way those things are natural to the area without the effect of Scarlet Rot. And then you just see regular sheep walk fine by comparison. Ow. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 9. I need you to stop fighting me right now. There we go. The moment the gate opened, bro immediately rolled, thinking he had you. Exactly. You almost did, though. It's one of those things where I wish I had holy magic on me. I forget what you can get the one holy slice earlier, but I forgot where. Best reason to keep a longbow on you. stop that. Thank you. Yeah. Main character should also have the an ability called Infinite Inventory, a rare ability, making it to where he can switch weapons mid-battle at will. I guess if you're quick enough, you can kind of do that already. One thing I was trying to, I platinumed all this, not all the souls, but like pretty much all of them except Demon Souls last year. And one thing I noticed is, especially when you're PvPing in Dark Souls 3, for some reason everyone just has the innate ability to just pull out every weapon known to man out their ass at any free time. It's like, what the hell is this? Alright, I'm just gonna get my potions back up. I already did that. Yep, nice shit. Jesus Christ. Usually I don't bring out my summons like that, but I thought this one had the Luthiel the Headless. I thought this was one that had the skeletons also on hand, so I wanted the extra backup just in case, not to mention the Cemetery Shade. Eats through my health like butter. Anyway. We're gonna go up, fight the Erdtree Avatar. Go back to the one salesman that's on the other side of the peninsula, and then we're gonna head straight to Castle Morn. Okay. The Elden Ring DLC should be filler. Curious what the DLC. It's got to be something involving Godwyn and Miquella at this point. Those two are the only demigods we don't really have any prior knowledge to outside of what they did, what became of them in the main game. Bruh. Ow. Running, running, running. Ow. Jeez. Gotcha. Nicola wakes up from sleep. Hey, where did everybody go? Is this where must be playing hide and seek? Little behold, a random guy killed them all. I think the way how Shadow the Ear Tree, there are two areas I think we will be dragged into the DLC. One being a portal, not portal. Either Mikola will awaken from his cocoon, he will drag us into his bed and the cocoon, and we will be transported to a new area. The other idea I think we'll have is we will be put to sleep via somewhere from Godwin. Maybe his eye glaze on us or something. I don't know. I just really want to play more Elden Ring, like I am doing right now, but with even more options. I don't know. Okay, where is the... Oh, he's down here. There's a theory that, like obviously Ronnie was the one who orchestrated the Night of the Black Knives with Godwin and all that, but there is also a theory that Mikola isn't the innocent, isn't as innocent as we think. Though I don't know how much power Mikola has over Moog in that regard, but it does make me curious what Mikola's true character will be in the DLC. Some people think he's going to be like a Griffith kind of character from Berserk. We're tattling back to Berserk from earlier.
Age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
We need that, and we need... I would love to bring this back in, but I'm doing Dex this round. Next time. Talk mid-fight, Radon and Radigan. No talk, my hands will do the talking for what I'm about to do. Pretty much, though, in Radon's defense, his brain has already been eaten alive by the rot, so if he could talk, he probably would. Radigan just kind of stares you down. I don't know. I assume it's because he's just become purely the Elden Ring at that point. It would have been interesting if we heard Radigan talk. Or America. Either way. good. We gonna be able to do this now? There we go. The hell was that? Huh. Yeah, we go this way. Claymore. That's a classic. Use me. Damn, you did bro dirty. Yeah. He was gonna come after me if I didn't stop him. I'm tactical. Steel wire torch. Didn't even give the guy a chance to fight me. Elden Ring as a whole should be beyond complex. Multiverse, making them outerversal. Maybe. I don't know. I want like. There's already a theory that all these games are intertwined one way or another. Well, at least before Elden Ring came in, there was a theory that it goes Demon Souls, ends with the fog, and then we go into Dark Souls 1 because it was an everlasting fog as well. And then we end Elden Ring with a world fit. Jesus Christ, man. Come on. Oh, Jesus. I didn't realize this was a grab attack. Get off me. So all the games are in the same universe. I wouldn't say they are, but like there are some points where you could try to question where it is. What I was saying is, as Dark Souls 3 ends with the world finally coming, like the fire finally fading, the painter in Ariandel creates a cold, dark, and gentle place, which some people can theorize becomes Yharnam. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but it's an interesting thought to think about. The only one thing that kind of puts it all in a bit of a... I just saw my guy's face full-fledged in that, is the fact that, oh, what's it called? That, sorry, my mind just went completely blank there for a moment. What I was going to say is that Sekiro takes place in actual feudal Japan, like towards the end of the Sengoku era, so it's not in like a fantasy realm in and of itself. So that kind of takes it out of the equation. Like, I remember before finishing Elden Ring, I'm like, oh, it's called Ashina. Why not just make the world based off of a land called Ashina? And then I look it up. That's literally one of the countries during the Sengoku era. So I was like, oh, it's because they did their homework, and I'm just a dumb weeb. I might need to stop by at a... Ow. They all just fall down there? Oh yeah, they just fell down. Okay. Oh, whatever. Makes my life easier. Hello. I have a letter for you.
There's a face I've not seen before. I'm Edgar, warden of this castle, as ordained by Lord Godric himself. But you can see how things have turned out. The menials have all rebelled. They gave me good service, or so I thought. But it seems it was all an act. Foul creatures, as it said. And true enough, they're foul inside and out. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but whatever you come here to do, I'm afraid Castle Morn won't hold much longer. Take this, by way of apology. I see. From Arena. Thank you. I'm in your debt.
Bro needs to close his legs. It's kind of hard when you have a cod piece in between that armor.
As commander, I must remain to ensure the treasured sword of Morn does not fall into the wrong hands. If you see Arena, do tell her that her father will come for her once he's fulfilled his duty. If you see Arena, her father will...
I gotta complete a duty right now. Thank you for the free runes at the end there. Okay, not even close to enough to level up a bit more. Please help me, I am of noble blood. If those hideous mongrels eat me, I'll be forever marred. Anything but that, please. Think of the disgrace. Too late for you, I guess. If General Radon, if he wanted to, he could have used the stars to hit us, would have ended us right there. Yeah, Radon's strong enough to hold, like, thousands of stars in place. Like, if we're to assume that orbiting, like, gravity and orbiting stars and all that, obviously stars don't orbit around the Earth or anything like that, but the fact that he's able to hold them in place as the galaxy expand, like the universe expands and all that, should give you an idea of just how strong Radon was in his prime. And him still being able to do that with his brain having holes full of rot. Not saying he could beat Superman or anything, but he could probably give him a run for his money. Alright. Sun makes Superman stronger. If Radon throws a star at him, Radon is done for. Yeah, probably too. That too. Though, I mean, if we're technical, the things he throws aren't necessarily stars. They're just, you know, telepathic rocks, I guess. Though, if I'm understanding, Superman also has a weakness towards magic, I think. So maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying, Radon's really fucking strong. Door stuck. Door stuck. Yeah, I'm so glad the rats don't give poison anymore. Whip. Oh, yeah, also, hang on. There we go. No. There we go. Finally, our quick bar is complete. Excuse me. Tarnished are like rats. They're there to cause trouble. A little bit, yeah. Well, now you can't fly up here. Did he just follow his death? What the heck? Oh. Okay. Excuse me, my fellow jellyfish. I'm just looking around here, don't mind me. Grabs. Big crab. Ow. Dead. So it's almost 11:30. Ow. He hurt. Jesus. There we go. This boss was a challenge, but he was more easy than Red Wolf. I would say, yeah. It mostly comes down to that charge attack he does. When you don't have a lot of health, it really hurts. Alright, alright, so... got that. I'm gonna start putting stuff into mind next. Well, I'm gonna go to sleep, so see you tomorrow in stream. Alright, yeah, we're gonna be starting Bug Fables tomorrow. Back up on the weekday. Weekdays are Bug Fables, weekends are Elden Ring, so you have a good night. Hey, sorry, I had to kill some of you guys to let you know that I beat the lion man.
In your debt for keeping the sword from those fallen creatures. I'm no longer bound by duty.
Duty.
Once I've rescued Arena, I will spend my remaining days with her. Thanks to you, I will be reunited with Arena and devote my remaining days to her. Arena has a gentle nature, though. I only hope it remains intact. Thanks to you, and devote my Arena has a... I only hope.
Alright, let's go tell Arena the good news. Oh no, Arena, no. She's dead.
Arena, how could this be? My daughter deserved better. The fault lies with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered. I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate
Hunt them
every
down.
last one of them. Rest assured, Arena, it will be done. The foul wretch. I'll hunt them down and rest assured.
Okay. I think that's where we're gonna call it for now. So tomorrow we will finish up. We still gotta fight a Gil. There's also, I think there's a dungeon down here, and then we gotta face off against the Tibia Mariner. But we should pretty much be all set and ready to head off to Stormvale. Not tomorrow. Next Saturday. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna get back into Bug Fables. We're gonna go into the Hive at the Bee Kingdom. So that should be our next dungeon crawl. It's a fun little sci-fi area. But yeah, we'll learn more about the last artifact there and whatever Vi's issue with the bees are there as well. Anyway. With all that said, thank you to everybody who stopped by to watch. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.